Flex Wheeler disappointed with Hunter Labrada at the 2023 Texas Pro, plus he has some harsh words. Also, Texas Pro scorecards, 1 point decision, plus much more. What's up, Desktopers? Xavier Wills here for Desktop Bodybuilding, and we are back for another bodybuilding news video. And I'm going to kick this one off with an update here from Iain Valliere, 11 weeks out of the 2023 Mr Olympia, looking enormous. This is obviously an angled mirror selfie, so you can only take so much from it, but he looks huge here. He's obviously not in the condition of some of these other guys 11 weeks out of a Mr Olympia. He's had a bit of time to rebound, obviously after that Toronto Pro victory. And I've got to say, I'm pretty damn impressed. It's not like he's in bad condition here, obviously holding a bit of fluid. You can see it in the face a little bit there. He looks like he's actually just got out of bed or something, but very, very big in his latest update. Super, super impressed, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Can Iain Valliere crack back into that top 10 at the 2023 Mr Olympia, or could he fall further than he was at last year's Mr Olympia? Now onto a guy making his Olympia debut in Brett the Butcher Wilkin. This photo was from about a week ago now at Armburst Pro Gym up there in Denver, Colorado. Obviously the gym where he pretty much came up in bodybuilding, the same gym that Phil Heath trained at, and a whole bunch of other guys, including Martin Fitzwater. And we'll get on to an update from Martin in a second as well. But Brett also guest posed that weekend, and I didn't see anything from this until yesterday. And I've got to say, in the guest posing, he looked damn impressive as well. Looks like he's made some improvements. In certain shots, his legs look like they've got a bit more sweep on them as well. So overall, his balance to his physique is looking better. And I cannot wait for this Olympia debut. And let me know as well, do you think Brett the Butcher Wilkin can be a top 10 Mr Olympian this year? Or do you think, obviously, in a debut Mr Olympia, it might take an extra year for Brett? But overall, if he can bring that conditioning that he brought last year, I think he can get up and crack into that top 10. And something I love to see here as well from that is he's training with Martin Fitzwater. Obviously training partners when they were both living back in Denver, Colorado. Now Martin's in Texas, Brett is out there in Florida. But they're teaming up out here in Armburst Pro Gym once again. And we got to see an update from Martin Fitzwater, a physique update. And he's looking damn good. Really impressive in his off-season. Obviously, he's gunning to obviously compete next year, hopefully in that Arnold Classic in Columbus. And we've got to remember as well, just last year around this time, he was competing at that Texas Pro, placing second to Andrew Jacked in a very, very competitive lineup. And there were shots where Martin beat Andrew Jacked as well. So he is a formidable competitor, and I think we're going to see big things from Martin Fitzwater in 2024. Now on to a man who's 3 weeks out of that Italy show where he's going to be competing against Good Vito, Nathan Diasha, Blessing Waterbury, a whole bunch of big names out there. That's going to be a great one. It's going to be covered here on Desktop Bodybuilding. And Regan is looking really impressive. The conditioning is coming in. Sometimes conditioning has been a minor issue for Regan in the past. It doesn't look like it's going to be an issue this time. He's out there in Vegas doing a full prep out there under the guidance of Milos Sarcev. And it seems like it's serving him really damn well. These back shots are actually from 3.5 weeks out. So the conditioning seems to be there. It looks like Regan's added some size to his physique. And I am just really, really impressed. And I cannot wait to see that battle out there with some top competitors in the IFBB Pro League. Now on to a guy who's hoping to get his pro card very soon at the North Americans. Just qualified this weekend. Kennedy Anyanwu looking really damn good, winning the overall at, I'm not sure which show it was over the weekend, obviously an NPC show. Just looking so damn impressive on stage. And he's working with Andrew Vu as well this year. So I've got to imagine he's definitely one of the favourites to win the overall of that contest. And it seems likely that he'll get his pro card at this one. And I think that he's a guy that can move into the IFBB Pro League and make an impact pretty much off the bat. So if he wanted to compete in 2024 as a pro, if he does get his pro card, I'm probably getting a bit ahead of myself, I think he can do some damage. So he's one that's really exciting for the future. So keep an eye on Kennedy Anyanwu. He's Colossus_Ken on IG. And I think he's going to be one for the future. So congrats to Kennedy for winning that contest. And I wanted to get on and discuss the scorecards from the 2023 Texas Pro, which Andrew Jacked obviously won. We had Hunter Labrada in second. It was a top 2 call out. And on my live stream, pretty much in the prejudging, I had Andrew Jacked pretty convincingly. I had him winning that show. But then at finals, I was like, wow, Hunter's come back better. The tan was better. He still faded a little bit in terms of the tan starting to run at the end of finals, but it wasn't as dramatic as it was at prejudging. Plus the color just wasn't spot on at prejudging. But looking at the scorecard, it was a 1-point decision at prejudging and a 1-point decision at finals. So this contest was super, super close. So what that means, guys, is that Andrew Jacked had 4 points at prejudging, 4 points at finals. Hunter Labrada had 5 points at prejudging, 5 points at finals. If you're getting a perfect score at a show like this, representative of the points, it would be 3 points at prejudging, 3 points at finals. But obviously being 4 and 5, they throw out the highs and the lows as well. So if there's 7 judges, they throw out the 2 highs and the 2 lows. If it's 5 judges, the 1 high and the 1 low. Essentially, it means that there was either 2 judges that had Hunter winning and 3 had Andrew Jacked winning, or it was 3 judges had Hunter winning and 4 judges had Andrew Jacked winning. So the judging panel was split on this one. Only 1 judge difference. So had one of those judges just swung and actually voted Hunter Labrada to win at prejudging and finals, and I assume the judges probably have the same scorecards, like they had prejudging Andrew Jacked winning or prejudging Hunter winning, and they probably have the same at finals. Had one of those judges swung the other way and voted for Hunter Labrada, we would have had a different result, and Hunter Labrada would have won this show, and we would have had Andrew Jacked not qualified for the 2023 Mr Olympia, and Hunter would have some more money in his pocket because the actual promoter, Freddie Nadeau, at that Texas Pro, came on stage and announced they were giving $5,000 more, so upping prize money from 10 to 15 for the Open Pro men's winner, because they had record sales in pay-per-views, and also it was sold out at the finals on Friday and Saturday. So shout out to those guys for putting on such an awesome contest. It was great, and it was an honor to cover just on my channel alone. It was such a fun show to watch. So congrats to those guys, and it was obviously bolstered with 3 big names doing this show in, Andrew Jacked, Carlos Thomas Jr. and Hunter Labrada. So a very close contest, and it's going to be a battle when these guys go head to head on stage at the 2023 Mr Olympia. So the judges obviously thought it was close, and it could be close again, once again on that Olympia stage. So I want to go to some comments now from Flex Wheeler, bodybuilding legend, on Mr Olympia TV in the post-Texas wrap-up show. And the comments to me was sort of surprising. So let's look at them and react.
It's Andrew Jack's game, which obviously it was.
Because he's prettier and he's a little bit leaner. But, I was somewhat kind of disappointed in Hunter. I'm going to call him privately. But if you looked at some of his, and this happens all the time, too often, you look at his pictures and his videos going into the show, he was shredded, especially like his last photos. That was not the same guy on stage. He was bloated. It seemed like he was really bloated. In his stomach area, it seems like his legs were washed out from that deep striation he had. And definitely the Christmas tree and everything that he was showing before was not there. I think if he would have demonstrated that same physique that he had a few days out from the show, it would have been a whole different story for him.
So I totally, wholeheartedly disagree with Flex Wheeler here, and these photos show it. You can see the Christmas tree here from Hunter Labrada, and it was prominent. Now, you couldn't see this 100% perfectly in the live stream. You could see a bit of it there, but you could really see it in these photos. And now this was from prejudging, and I think Hunter was dramatically better at finals as well. So goes to show how shredded Hunter actually was at this contest. The Christmas tree was there, no doubt. Looked really, really damn good. And then he mentioned about the quads being bloated and blurred and whatever he said exactly. Sorry if I'm misquoting. He had those deep striations in the medialis as well, which is the muscle on the inside of the knee, which we don't always see, and we actually often don't see from most competitors. And it was all the way up on that outer quads, and the rest of his physique was shredded. So maybe Flex was just watching the live stream. Maybe he had a poor quality where his internet wasn't fast enough or something. But Hunter was shredded, and he deserves his credit. I can't imagine that private phone call what Flex Wheeler has with Hunter will leave Hunter feeling too good or too content. Because if I was Hunter Labrada and I was in this sort of condition on stage and I had these photos, I would be like, Flex, I respect your opinion, but I was inside out. So Hunter was obviously close to getting the victory here against an all-time best Andrew Jacked. And it goes to show how good Hunter is and how high of a regard the judges hold Hunter in. And he's obviously, I think, a contender here for the top 5 at the 2023 Mr Olympia, and maybe a likely top 5 Mr Olympia finisher in 2023. Anyway, guys, let me know your opinions in the comments below. What do you think of Flex Wheeler's comments? What do you think about the judging scorecards, plus much more? And if you did like this video, give the video a thumbs up. smash that like button. Also subscribe and hit the notification bell button. That way you'll be notified of every video that goes up from myself, Xavier Wills at Desktop Bodybuilding. So for Xavier Wills, this is Desktop Bodybuilding, and we are out.